अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। मेरा नाम है मोहम्मद उमर फ़ारूक एंड रेहान कॉलेज का स्टूडेंट हूँ मैं पिछले 4 महीनों से। और आज का हमारा टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन रहने वाला है हाउ टू क्रिएट अ ग्रोथ माइंडसेट एंड एम्ब्रेस चैलेंजेस। और ये टास्क हम करने वाले हैं टॉक विद चैटजीपीटी, जो कि हमारा 10 मिनट का रहने वाला है। और इसी के साथ हम शुरू करते हैं वीडियो की तरफ। Today's topic of discussion is how to create a growth mindset and embrace challenges.
Hmm, that's a good one. A growth mindset is basically believing that your abilities aren't fixed. You can develop them. So, step one is pay attention to your inner voice. If you're saying stuff like, I'm just not good at this, swap that to something like, I'm not good at this yet. That tiny yet keeps the mind open. Then, when you hit something hard, like a tough project or a skill you're kind of bad at, treat it like a workout. Challenge is that muscle strain that actually means growth. And also, reflect after. Ask, what did I learn from that mess up? Reflection turns failure into feedback, which is the whole point, really.
Whoa, your yet makes me feel proud of myself. That's my mind. Also, I like this and always find my path towards the hard challenges. So, can you tell me how can I want to know this in details.
Yeah. So let's unpack that a bit. Mm. First, normalize mistakes. Like, literally reframe them as data points, not failures. Tell yourself, okay, that didn't work. What can I tweak? That curiosity beats self criticism. Second, deliberately seek challenge in small doses. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Try small, slightly uncomfortable things regularly. Stretch yourself a little. And third, celebrate the process, not just the result. If you tried hard, learned something, and kept moving, that counts as success because that rewires how your brain sees effort. And hey, that mindset shift takes repetition, not magic.
Okay, so can you tell me the while doing this process, hard challenges every person will face?
Yeah, pretty much. Everyone hits those, oh, wow, this is hard moments. The difference with a growth mindset isn't avoiding them, it's the way you respond. So when that wall shows up, you can expect some frustration or maybe some self doubt. That's normal. The trick is name it. Say, yeah, I'm frustrated. Don't spiral. Then pick one small action instead of quitting. Maybe ask for feedback or break the task into a doable chunk. Real growth is messy, like two steps forward, one step back. But yeah, if you stick with the discomfort without making it mean you're a failure, that's how it actually builds in.
So, which one will be the hardest challenge if you summarize it one line?
The hardest challenge is managing your own inner response when things get uncomfortable.
Okay, you talk about inner voice, but a lot of people say that inner voice is overthinking and we don't know how to overcome it. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people mistake their inner voice for overthinking. The overthinking part is when that voice turns into rumination, looping the same what if or I'm not enough. To break it, try grounding it in facts and actions. Ask, what's the next tiny step I can do right now? If the voice is spiraling, shifts from debating it to noticing. Literally say, I'm having the thought that I can't do this. That that little shift creates space. And if it's really stuck, talking it out with someone you trust reduces the loop's power. You're not broken for having that voice, it's universal. Growth is learning to steer it, not silence it.
Okay, so you tell me all the things in detail. So my next question is about like comparison between overthinking and inner voice. Like what are actually is inner voice and an overthinking? Just because if we had an example of both, then we can understand easily what the things both are.
Ooh, let me think. That's a great question. So, the easiest distinction is this: your inner voice is a guide. It nudges you forward, like, this didn't go well. Let's practice more. Or, I'm nervous, but I'll try. You can hear it and then act. Overthinking, though, well, it circles without landing. Like, what if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? And you don't end with the next step. So, if after thinking you have a clear action, that's your inner voice. If you end up stuck in what if, that's overthinking. So inner voice moves you, overthinking stalls you. That's the difference.
Okay, so according to your response, what I understand is that normal voice which thinks about the character and their quality of a person is remain always about overthinking and thinking about the process or the work what we had to do is the thing what we want to say, like what we want to do it, and that is actually inner voice. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. If your thoughts end with a clear next action, that's your healthy inner voice at work. Like, let's practice the opening slide 3 times. That's guiding you. But if after thinking you're still stuck in loops like, what if they judge me for 10 minutes? That's overthinking. So, inner voice leads to movement, overthinking leads to stalls. The quality isn't in the noise, it's in choosing the thought that actually helps you move instead of looping. That's the practical difference.
So sometimes I think the problem what we face always not so easy and we stuck just because of the problem is so hard. So can you think stucking in a loop in that time always remains you feel demotivated, or how can we overcome when the problem is tough and we know how to think, or we know what our inner voice is saying but we don't have any idea how we can solve the problem?
Let me think. Yeah, sometimes the issue isn't overthinking, it's just not knowing the path yet. In those moments, the growth mindset move is curiosity, not pressure. Ask, what's the smallest thing I can try to learn more? You don't need the whole solution today, just the next step. And if your brain keeps saying, I'm stuck, you can reframe it to, I'm learning one step at a time. That shift keeps you moving, even when the big picture isn't clear yet.
So I want to know about the feeling when a person has come any idea in their mind and they feel like he had to do this thing and this thing and that thing, and they have a lot of things start running in their mind, and they just wanted to do as fast as much as they possible, but they are not getting keep calm and making their to feel stress and panic mode. How do you feel is this true, and also how can we overcome to this problem?
Well, yeah, I hear you. That happens a lot, actually. It's like having 30 tabs open in your brain. The fix isn't more ideas, it's sorting. Get them out on paper, then pick one that matters most today. Just one. Then give that a defined chunk of time. The other ideas don't disappear, they just wait their turn. And when panic rises, slow your body first. Breathe in, count 4, out, count 6. It dials down the alarm so your brain can think again. And hey, if it's messy, that's normal. Progress usually looks messy.
Okay, so that's a practical solution. So I want to know about that. If someone in the resting time and they have start thinking about something what they want to do, and they just start imagining everything and just keep start planning the things what they had to do, but suddenly they start panicking like they had to do all this stuff, even though they have not any like proof or any plan and any work idea. But the main thing I want to know about, how can we calm ourselves at that time?
Let me check. Yeah, that's such a real moment. The important reminder is your brain is reacting to imagined urgency, not actual danger. So name it out loud if you need. These are thoughts, not crises. Then anchor in the present. Feel your feet. Take a long exhale. Notice one physical detail in the room that interrupts the race. Then write the ideas down so your mind trusts it won't lose them. And promise yourself, I don't need to solve everything right now. Calm first, next step later. That keeps your mind from sprinting while you're supposed to be resting.
Okay, so I understand what we had to do about that problem. So let's end the discussion here.
Sure thing.
सो ये थी आज की हमारे डिस्कशन विद चैट जीपीटी, एंड हमने आज के इस सेशन में पता किया कि किस तरीके से हम एक ग्रोथ माइंडसेट बना सकते हैं और इसमें आने वाले चैलेंजेस को हम किस तरीके से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, और किस किस तरीके की हमें माइंड से रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स हो सकती हैं जिनको हमें फेस करना पड़ेगा, एंड किस तरीके से हमें उनको बच उनसे बचना चाहिए और किस तरीके से हमें उनको रिजॉल्व करना चाहिए। तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।